We are doing the first one of these. Sorry, first we got shaky cam starting out here. So yeah, this is definitely going to be filled with all kinds of interesting little things. Uh, things being like things. I'm trying some stuff for the first time, like go and get fabulous. So on here, we're gonna see. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, that's us. Um, so we went live now on YouTube, and then we're gonna go live on Facebook here because ghetto fabulous. I don't have like, everything hooked up where I want to do things the exact way that I want to, so I do what I can. Anyway, so let's get these guys on. Uh, the good mic is on this camera, so like okay, so now we are live on two channels now. So uh, so first and foremost, welcome. As you can see, there's my whole world there and whatnot. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a little interlude. Here, let's start this guy up. Sure, that's all working. Check connection. We are live. All right. Oh, hey, coming around, coming around. All right, let's go live here too. 3, 2, 1. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. All right. So you guys are just seeing like down here. Hello, everybody. And then hello, everybody on Instagram. Okay. So I'm going to have to be kind of loud and kind of obnoxious and kind of vibey and kind of whatever because we're doing a lot here today. Oh, oops. See, didn't even get that out of the way yet. Actually, I could use it. Okay. Anyway, so we have, or I have, been doing and starting a bunch of new stuff lately. And I didn't really know how to best inform everyone. So this is what I got right now because not everything is working exactly 100% just yet. I'm still kind of putting the finishing touches on a lot of stuff. So that being the case, I decided, well, you know what? I'm not going to let that stop me. I got stuff I got to do. I got things I want to get out there. I have announcements I want to make. And if all of my gear isn't quite ready, well, so be it. So I figured why not just go live, like across the board. So up there on YouTube, it looks like I am just bumping the table a lot. So I'm going to scooch this just a teeny bit back and maybe we won't be getting all that craziness. So what we got going on is I have 2 iPhones and 2 iPads working on my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, my own personal Facebook, and the Instagram channel. So hello, everybody. We have a hopefully combined total of, a few thousand, like 10,000 plus people chiming in today to see what we're all doing and where we're all going and how this is all going to go about. So um, these channels used to be mostly devoted to the restaurant that I had, the Roost Sports Bar and Cafe. Prior to that, True Grit Tavern. And, so all of that stuff was really tuned into just doing advertising and getting people in our community to know that. And then, with Instagram and whatnot, a little bit more around the world, we were just trying to get our social media game right at the time. So I'll start there first and then catch everybody up to speed because some of you are probably here for like what is going on here. Or if you're not, well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Ralph's Joint. Welcome to right now. This is essentially my office area and dining room table repurposed for a work table and business table and podcast table. And well, we're using what we have. If you've been following the channel at all, or if you've been following what I'm doing, we're taking a bunch of old stuff and we're making it all useful. I don't know how many people out there are like me, but I'm a bit of a pack rat. I don't know which is worse, hoarder, pack rat, collector. I'm a collector. And I've collected a lot of stuff over the years. Mostly technology that has either gone obsolete or not quite, right? Like, so computers, phones, iPads, as you've just heard, laptops, so a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? All of this stuff could be useful in some way, shape, or form. And I just can't let it go. I can't. Um, Excuse me. I found a really good coffee, some a Lavazza like crema. It's over at Restaurant Depot. If you guys are ever over there, big blue bag comes in the beans. Phenomenal. I'm sure you can get it other places, but like, oh, it's I think it's just it's supposed to be an espresso, and I do it for my French press. If I find it online or on Amazon, I will put it on my store, just like everything else that I talk about. So anything that I do talk about, I do put on that Amazon store of mine, which is amazon.com/shop/Ralph's Joint. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, I'll put a link in when we're all done with everything. But so kind of going all over the place here because we got a lot to kind of talk about. Um, but so essentially, back when I started doing most of the marketing and advertising for the Roost, or well, for True Tavern, really, and then the transition after Bar Rescue into the Roost, we really pushed hard on marketing and advertising with these channels. Now I'm going in a completely different direction because in December of 24, about a year and a half ago now, we closed the Roost. Dad's been getting kind of older. Well, we all get older. So dad got older. I had to spend more time with him, and then we had some deaths in the family, and then we had a bunch of, well, estate things to deal with. And then the closing of the bar was a whole process too. And we actually got out early. And so that left us with a whole bunch of issues with that. So our plans kind of switched around. And now my plans have switched around dramatically to the point where, I have to hang out here with dad most of the time, make sure everything is kosher here. Um, and also figure out what is the next step, right? I can't be running bars and restaurants 16 hours a day, running around, uh, and then also trying to take care of an elderly person. So those two things just don't necessarily mix, and mojo, yo, or whatever. Anyway, um, sorry, the coffee, all of it, like, I'm gonna have a couple frogs in my throat. I apologize in advance for anything that might offend you or take you in a direction, or even by clearing my throat. um so anyway, so now dealing with pops, making sure that he's got a good retirement and everything, and the question is, like, what do you do next? Like if you have to, we're all bound, right? We're bound to something in some way, shape, or form, and so you have to perform within those boundaries, I guess. And so, I thought about it for almost a year. We've been trying to kind of handle all of our uh, resets, closings. Like, there was just a lot that changed, with the deaths, with the business closing early, with trying to figure out what to do, that has to kind of rework it here. um it was a chaotic storm for about a year, trying to kind of organize things and put them together. I'll actually post some videos of all the craziness that I had to go through in terms of just paperwork and catching up, like years of things that should have been done but weren't for various reasons, and then the problems that caused. But we'll get into that. That's a very long story, and I'm actually here to try and show you just like some Legos and things, and like we're gonna talk and go around that stuff. But anyway, so that is kind of where we are today. right? We're not in the bar, we're not doing food, we're not doing that kind of thing anymore. Ralph's Joint right now, the if you've been following any of the art and things like that, I'm kind of going away from the bar little bit by little bit. Don't want to shock anyone too much, but in the days to come, the point of the channel, the point of the Facebook, the point of these videos, the point of everything I'm doing is to kind of create a place on the internet where I can kind of go about all my stuff. I have a lot of apps that I just put together over the last 3 months. I have a lot of new how do I even put it, services or I don't know what is it, coaching. I hate that word though. Um, anyway, I have a lot of new stuff that I've been working on. Some of it is tied to like the Amazon store and Legos. Other things are tied to books and systems I've built. I have subscriptions. I got apps, and I have a whole bunch of stuff. And most of it was all created um, so that I could get through the things that I was dealing with over the last year and a half and that were really problematic when I had a really big and intense business. Um, so that's kind of a little bit of what has been going on. So that's what the transition is. That's what you've been seeing. That's what we've been working on. We're all that's what I've been working on. This next phase is really a lot of me trying to work out what the next phase is and how that can best be developed and worked out with people, with groups, with individuals, with other businesses, and how do I kind of fit into all of that. So the videos that we were doing, that I am doing, is the first set, or the I don't even want to say set because it's not really a set so much as I'm creating a video series called Ralph Breaks the Internet. If you guys have seen the bar rescue that we were on with the Roost and True Grit Tavern, or True Grit Tavern that John Taffer turned into the Roost, which is not a very creative name. Not only did Roots have a serious problem with it for many years while we were there, which Taffer obviously didn't give two craps about. Um, the name was used so many times in other productions that it's like, I mean, even in his own show, like that. I mean, anyway, I digress. Or wait, or do I? No, this is definitely part of the story. Anyway, so with the Roost, um, and the bar rescue thing, they named. I don't know if you guys know. Well, you probably don't. If you have Paramount Plus, I think it's on Paramount Plus for now until Paramount Plus becomes Paramount HBO Max Plus BET and what else? God, I don't even know what they did. They just sucked up everything. I think that I think there's like some I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see how that all plays out. Anyway, for now, the episode is on Paramount Plus, and it's episode or season 8, episode 12, Wreck It Ralph. So bravo, thank you. Which kind of led into the whole series of how do we transition next. And well, the next thing is obviously I'm going to be on the internet now and going forward. So thus Ralph Breaks the Internet, and we just wrapped our first season, which was essentially just breaking open all the hard drive and starting to catch up digitally instead of, well, the point of that is because I did all the paperwork for the year before that. So then now I'm going into the computer world and trying to kind of organize all of my digital world. So first it was paperwork, then it was digital, then now I'm excited is I have all these programs that I created, and now they're doing that work for me. Which then next phase is the next business that I'm doing is going to be having these apps, and these programs, and these systems, and my help to I guess consulting. Let's say consulting. Better word than coaching. Coaching. I feel like I need a jacket and a whistle. But consulting, I can wear like a blazer. Like I can consult from anywhere. But anyway, the thing that I'm doing is I have apps and I have um, my book, which is whatever you do, don't do what I did. And so what I have is experience to make sure that if somebody is going down a road that they shouldn't, I mean, I can't prevent you, from causing forest fires, but only you can do that. Um, but I'll be your Smokey the Bear to guide you, make sure you don't light a forest fire or a brush fire and then, destroy an entire neighborhood or half of California. I don't know. Too soon? Probably too soon still. Anyway. But anyway, that's the point. I've been working, I don't even know how many hours a week. I live and sleep with this laptop. Like even right now, I'm looking at it and watching what it's doing. And and most of it is which you can't really see like that keeps going like that because that is my Amazon store over there that you guys should check out, and then these Legos are all on there. And then oh wait, I get you guys can't see it and you might not be able to, but you up there, if you're on YouTube, you can see back there is my, oh, there you can see it right here. So like that's my Hermes agent right there, that's on this computer. But over there is my OpenClaw agent, which is on my Mac Mini. And so now I have two uh, AI agent systems essentially working in tandem. Right. And fixing and working and doing it. And so what I'm now trying to figure out is how do I do this for like 20 bucks a month, because I just spent thousands building all of this stuff. So at least it's built now. And see, now we're just making sure, well, you can't see it. And I'm kind of doing it here. So we're going to be vibe coding, I guess, because it's the best terminology for this. While we do some Legos, and we're going to talk about how this is all going to go forward. And if you want to hang out for a while, that's what we're going to be doing here. And essentially, what I just want to say about all of it is you never know where you're going to go with things, but sometimes the things that you're doing right now are the things that are going to lead into um, I don't want to say what you're destined to do because that's so grandiose. Um, but it will force you to have a have a better plan when you come to these moments, these like these crescendo critical moments, and when you need to take everything that you know and then start again. Maybe none of you, maybe some of you won't have to do that, but many of us will have to learn how to, you know, get back up, start again, do something new. I think the last time I remember, this was probably in high school though, that I got this statistic from, is that like people change their careers like 3 or 4 times in their lifetime. And that's not to say the jobs within those careers too, right? So I mean, like full on straight different industries. And in my case, like this is what we're doing. Like I met most of y'all in the restaurant business, being a bar owner. um, which is funny because all of you on this YouTube or Facebook channel, most of you I did not. Most of you I actually met through life, right? Like so there's like multiple audiences here from different chapters. And then everybody here on Instagram, welcome. Nice to meet you. I will have this worked out to where I can actually type and talk to you guys and see comments, because right now I literally can't see anything. So I'm just going blind here. And I mean, here, let me see if maybe I can check something out here, because I did sign in to see if I could see this stuff. But like considering We are just rolling here. Oh no, I guess I can. No, I don't know if I can. Can I click to expand? I guess I can watch myself, but that's just weird. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. That's just weird because I can't really chat. I have to chat back on that device up there, and then yeah, blah. But that's funny. I'm actually seeing this chat right here, and I don't know where mine is from up there. But anyway, folks, I promise I'll get this all worked out very soon. I have OBS. I just got like all of the tools to do all this right. I have extra cameras. Like we're not going to be doing this with cell phones and iPads. I needed to get the message out as fast as possible. And I wanted to show you all that, like, dude, do what you have to when you have to do what you need to do. And sorry about the audio here. Um, the good audio is over there on YouTube. So if you want to hear really good audio and see what this all looks like, how it's supposed to be, and how it'll be saved, jump over to YouTube. Ralph's Joint. Everything's Ralph's Joint. Just go to Ralph's Joint. Whatever your social is, Ralph's Joint. That's what I tried to do over the last, like, I don't know, month or two while I was putting out some videos. Like, I think it's called omnipresence. I would like omnipresence, but whatever. So the reason I have these little things here in front of me is they're like cues for a script. So I don't roll with scripts. Like life is my world does not have scripts. My world is literally an improv at all times. That's actually what I did. I did a lot of improv when I was in theater and whatnot. So it's interesting because improv and then going into entrepreneurship and then just kind of going out and saying what you need to and like deflecting everything so other things can just happen. Sometimes you just gotta take a shot in the mouth. But anyway, moving on. This is where we ended. The chip, MVE chip got put in and installed. Um, the old one is now in here in this hard drive. Like I said, still in its old state. So basically, I still have a backup of what this thing used to be. This thing behind me, as you can see, it is operating. It is, as I was saying, it is operating with a new Hermes agent, which is what I was doing all of this for. Well, secondarily, originally, I was doing it so I could play my game and I could get my editing stuff back online so that I wouldn't have to do this. Yeah. Eh, you live, you die, you make choices, and here we are. So anyway, this little thing, by the way, that I'm working here is it's just a screen that I can see the screen that's on the screen, lots of screenings. Anyway, this allows me to see what's up on that top camera over there and make sure that it's not absolute total garbage. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a way. So anyway, that is my intro for the day. Today, what I am going to be doing is I am going to be putting together this bad boy. So I don't know if you guys have this or if you don't have this, but I got this as a gift, and I never put it together. I feel bad because this was super special present, and it was supposed to be a video a long time ago, and well, like life happens, life got in front of that, and it lasted a lot longer to get here than I was hoping. So now we're gonna build this bad boy. Oh, look at that, they have a little thing so you can put it back in and use the box again. Ain't that some? I never even thought about just saving the boxes to use them again. Oh wait, maybe I did. We'll come back to that. All right, there we go. So start like that. As you can see, I probably destroy a lot of things just because of the way that I handle it. But all right, there you go. Number one. Okay, I definitely. Oh wow, this is the book. Ain't that wow? They put the book. Even the book is like, man, I don't even know which side to open now. Like it's all like, oh man, it's like, I want to open this. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Anyway, that's number five. Number three, two, four. One, two, one, two, three, four, five. All right. Sorry, I don't know if that was super loud, whatnot, but there we go. So we're gonna be putting this together. This thing just looks like so. Um, yeah. I'm guessing this is the instruction booklet. And it doesn't really have like a pull tab, like, hey, pull this one here. So like, it doesn't have like, I don't know, man. I don't want to destroy it all, like, like, but it like doesn't really give you a choice. So there we go. We're just gonna go with that, and then here we go. Woo, pretty. That's actually no wonder. No wonder they did it like that. Look at that. Ooh, even that's like a collector's item. Nice, clean book. Man, I feel like I should just go online now and not even use the book. Did you know that you could go online to lego.com and find any of the instruction books for any, and I do mean any, Lego set you've ever had? I tested this once, and oh wow, this is really cool. And I don't know if we're gonna finish this today. I just kind of came to realize like this might be in a couple pieces, like because this is intense. All right, let's get started. So I am going to use the book because I am here to build this and see it. This is a really nice book, by the way. It has like a little history as we go through it. Like that's just some whatever, but it has the history of Disney and a little bit of like just the motion picture camera, and then like a little history of the of all the frames that are in the film, and a little note from the Lego designers. I don't know if those models are Lego designers, but whatever. And then yeah, then we start. All right. So let me see here. One, two, three. Okay, so we're gonna like it opens. This is kind of cool. So it opens. Maybe we will get it done. So there's that. It opens in you get a minifigure in each bag, and then we start with the base, with the little like camera mount and Disney, and then we work to the tripod top, and then the bottom tripod, and then we wait. Do we put nope? Then we put the camera on it, and then we finish up the lenses and the reels. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. So they want us to open number one and start with making Walt Disney. That's kind of funny. They're like, yo, bro, make it so you start with Disney. All right, let's see here. What I was gonna do here is while we're doing that, I was going to do some vibe coding in the background because I want you guys to see that in the background, this is happening while I'm doing Legos. So this is like Legos and vibe coding all in one. And I reset this. So this is the crazy part is like, I don't know where we're going to go here in the next, I don't know, hour or so. And I'm going to do some vibe coding. I'm going to have that happening over my shoulder here, which some of you can't see. So if you want to, just go to YouTube or go to one of the other channels to see what's happening over my shoulder there. See that little sucker right there. And then the YouTube has the better audio. So, but if you can hear me and you're cool with it, that's cool. All right. So again, this just reset a little while ago because when I was trying to get all my cameras and everything set up, I had to pull a lot of cabling around because I wasn't exactly ready for the amount of Sorry. For the amount of contraptions I was going to need and lighting and just like it's been a while, like since I've been doing. You do long form videos from your phone. You don't really think about all the other angles or things or backgrounds or everything you want to talk about. So it took me a little while to kind of come up with like how am I going to do all this and how am I going to angle it and put it yeah. Anyway, here we are. So unfortunately I can't get everybody in. I don't even know if like I'll be able to do that with OBS because I don't know, but I'm gonna figure out some way to mingle all of this back together again. I know that there's some apps like I can't think of it right now, but I know there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I will find that way because this. Oh, you guys can't see that. Willpower in lanterns. I'm wearing this shirt for a reason because I'm willing some power into my vortex, into my universe. Um, because I need some. I need the power of Grayskull. Like you know what the coolest part is about like um, being alive right now, and then having had been alive earlier with all this old shit, is that we're getting to see. I hope. Well, we'll see how He-Man is, but like getting to see a whole bunch of these like IPs that we grew up with uh, come back or have like a whole new. Oh man, did we already lose his hair? Did we lose his hair, or did they just put his hair somewhere else? I think they put his hair somewhere else, bro. There's his hair. All right. They mean they open all of them, dude. Okay. 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 Like it's funny. They have like all of these pieces segregated, but you need to open all the bags anyway. And then I'm trying not to lose anything. All right. There we go. There we go. There's his hair. All right. And he's holding the Mickey Mouse. And what is that? Is that a magic wand? All right, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a marker. Is this like a Sharpie? Like an old school Sharpie? It is. This is an old school Sharpie. That's so cool. All right. Let's see. Can we boom? Oh man, you guys can't see it. All right. Well, there we go. There's the first thing we got. All right. Done. Boom. Boom. Moving on. All right. Now we're gonna get going. Now we're gonna get moving here. So oh god, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, those. So that reset, and I didn't have a chance to see if the agent is going to work. So I have this huge piece of instruction that I just got back. Which one did I just get it back from? I got it back from, okay, I got it back from Alfred. This thing on here says it's updating, and I don't know if that's Telegram updating or what's going on. So I'm going to send this thing, and if it fails, we'll see how it goes. If it does, we're going to build some Legos. If it succeeds, we're going to build some Legos. Either way, we're going to build some Legos. So I'm going to hit enter on this. All right, that got sent. And if things work, you should see stuff happening over my shoulder as it goes forward. I don't know if it's going to do its thing because it looks like it's doing something. But then here it looks like I have to, let me see here. My Telegram ain't working. I had to set up. So you set your agents up. You can talk to them basically like on quit Telegram and I'm gonna open this sucker back up. So I did send that right. Yeah, I got sent. I got sent. You can talk to your agents directly on your computer. Um, through the terminal, the CLI, the God, I don't even know what they really call that because like I'm still learning what all of this stuff actually is. So I'm gonna keep trying to keep working here as I go. But it's basically like you can talk to the agent direct on the computer, and then that keeps all your information totally safe, right? Um, and you don't even have to uh, add this next step that I'm about to tell you at all. And that's just connecting like a Telegram or a Discord or your iPhone to like your iMessage or WhatsApp. Anyway, there's like a huge list that you can connect all this stuff to. And as as you do that, um, you can effectively have each of those different messaging things do different things. Um, some may be like Discord, for example, is really good because it has all that multi-channel functionality. You can do like really good reporting from every different kind of part of your system, right? So you can create a channel, and each of those channels you can route like certain types of information to, so that it reports exactly what you're looking for. Like there's these things that are called cron jobs that you make essentially, and that is how like I'm not exactly sure what the word is because I believe it or not, I haven't even looked this up yet, which I should have forever ago, but I just for whatever reason don't. But cron jobs essentially they do work on your computer or just they do work. They're these like um, they're like these like systems, not systems. It's too kind of too big, but it's like a little mini program. Let's just say it like that. It's like a little mini program that has a function that it's supposed to do, and it goes out and does it, and then it comes back and reports what it did. Right? Like pretty simple actually. Pretty um maybe not simple per se, but kind of easy to understand, I think. Like, yeah, I mean, we've been alive with programs and computers for long enough now, right? So, like, I'm assuming most people will understand what a program is and how it maybe not how it works necessarily, but that it does work, and you can program stuff, and it keeps doing stuff over and over and over again. And when that is happening, um, you can program that to keep happening, and that is called a cron job, at least in the world of AI now, right? And you set up these cron jobs to continuously um, do background work or foreground work or just work um, on your system, on your websites, on basically like anything digital. Like um, if you can connect it somehow to the computer or to an internet source or something like that, then you can effectively um, have an AI agent create a cron job that can then take over for that task. Um, so, like, if you're sitting around wondering, like, what can I do? What can a lot of you may have already gotten a lot of AI stuff started in your lives, like just using ChatGPT or Google Gemini or any of the ones that like come standard now in the like Copilot, Grok. Uh, hell, I don't even know, man. Like, there's so many of them. Every app now, or every company like has their own AI. Meta does too, and so anyway, it's everywhere now. Whether or not I'll use it or not, that's a whole nother topic. That is not one I'm going to get into right now because I just believe that there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and it's always going to come down to the same old thing that everything else comes down to that uh, we deal with, and that's the good old fashioned human condition. We will never escape that, uh, and we continue to pretend like somehow we're gonna best that and not succumb to the human condition of our own condition. You know, function. What's your malfunction? I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly how that's supposed to go, but conjunction junction, I think, is what the function. If y'all remember that. What's up, y'all? Um, but that being said, there is a lot that the AI stuff can do for you if you allow it to. If you're not, terrified that it's going to eat your, well, everything. But also to believe that AI isn't going to be around and doing things, and maybe to stay away from learning about it. That I would also say is quite foolish. Um, for sure, for sure. Okay, so we just do that to there. So anyway, that is kind of why I decided to get into this whole AI world because I already explained. If you don't know, if you're just joining, welcome. If you're joining to from YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, welcome. Today we are talking about uh, stuff and how these channels went from being the Roost to how they are now Ralph's Joint to how why am I doing Legos on this channel? Like what is going on? And so I'm explaining that a lot has changed in the last year and a half. I've been on social media and been on different platforms. Um, because life changes and in 2024 we had to close the bar because wow, dad's getting kind of old and you know things are changing, and I had some family members pass as well, so we had to kind of take care to uh to do some work that needed to get done. And in doing so, I had to figure out something to do to spend more time with my father because I needed to spend more time with my father. So I got into doing AI work. Surprise, surprise, right? Um, and I was explaining how now I'm in a situation where I have two AI agents working, one that's called Hermes and another one that's called OpenClaw, and how these agents are effectively now starting to take over all of my tasks. Well, sort of. Um, and I was going into basically how this all actually started and how it all works. And as far as the agents are actually concerned, it's pretty cool because we create these things called cron jobs, which are uh, automatic jobs that are essentially like mini programs. They just kind of take over the tasks. You guys, some of you might be used to like agents doing tasks for you in different AI programs like Google and Gemini and things like that. Um, so same idea, just kind of on a larger scale, like more complicated, lots of steps, trying to kind of really automate my entire life because um, the amount of stuff that I'm trying to put together and work with and the speed at which I'm doing it requires an entire team of people. Um, but I don't have the resources right now for an entire team of people. So I have the resources for myself and taking the time to teach my AI agent how and what I need it to do. So basically, kind of the same idea of as teaching a staff, except I thought I thought things would be different when I started training my AI, and I was like, wow, the first. If you know anything about the first 90 days of staff and training and things like that, I'm a huge follower of the 10x world. If you don't know that about me now, but um, so there's this the 90-day phenomenon ain't nothing but a phenomenon. And oh, hey now. And the beauty about the 90 phenomenon is that it's almost exactly always the 90-day phenomenon is right on cue almost every single time. And the crazy part is that here I am now teaching, this is so weird to say, training and teaching AI to do the tasks that I do in repetition. And essentially, I am training it to be me. So yeah, I'm duplicating myself, but I'm also doing another thing all the time. Like 'cause duplicating yourself is really that's an interesting thing all its own because of the amount of things that you do that you don't even think you do will probably I don't know. It surprised me anyway. This is actually becoming really cool. I don't know if you guys ever have this, but like so we putting together frames right now, and as you look through it, you can kind of see. I'm gonna pause for a sec, so just check that out. So right, so these are all like so, and then as you put them in together, they create that frame. Like here, I'm gonna come a little bit closer here, like that, right? And then it does that. That's so cool. Anyway, I just wanted to pause and say that really quick. Now, oh, ow, there's a table under here, and I just bumped my shins. So I'm gonna come out of here with bruises. So like, just understand, I'm torturing myself for y'all. I'm just kidding. All right, where were we? There we are. Okay, so so the 90-day phenomenon normally and duplication, right? So the idea is that you duplicate yourself. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh. See, you gotta be paying attention to those instructions, man. Gotta be paying attention to those instructions. See, I missed one little piece there, and I could have destroyed the whole world. Little piece there could have destroyed the whole world. All right, we're good now. Yes, we are. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, now we're even. Yes, we are. All right. So now, same thing with this. Yes, same thing with this. All right. So it was great. The first, we started with the first agent, the open claw agent, back in February. I want to say like the end of February, like right after my birthday. No, it was March. It was March, definitely March, because it was right after my birthday. So started with the open claw agent like March, and the thing was that like I was waiting for the Mac Mini to arrive because the first thing was that I ordered one and then it came in. We got low battery. Okay, that's this guy. I don't really need this one. I know. We're going down with that. Oh, I guess I could have just plugged that in. Whatever. Um, and then the first one I got was on eBay, the Mac Mini, and then I got it. Came in the mail, and it still had the lock on it, meaning that like the uh, the person that owned it before still they didn't take their password off of the computer, so I couldn't effectively use the computer. I couldn't even sign in. Like it was all, I mean, it was all locked up basically. So I'm like, great. I just spent like $700 on this thing on eBay, and I'm like, great. This is just perfect. All right, here we go. Looks like it's all good now. Cool. And I'm like, great. So I just blew all this money on eBay. I know I'm not going to get this thing back now because, like, why would I? And oh, how does that go? Wait, what? So, okay, they want me. Um, so I was like, okay, great. So I have uh this whole thing that I need to get done. eBay is supposed to hopefully make this all work right. And wow, this is weird. And it's not. Like like what am I supposed to do here now? So I'm like, screw it. All right, let's play the game. Let's do the process. Let's do what we're supposed to do. So I just hit the return, told let the buyer know that, like, hey, your thing isn't exactly working, and the password's still on it. So he approved the refund, which was really cool. So kudos to that. And then, is this correct? Am I doing this right? Yeah. And then right after that, he was supposed to send the shipping label for the return, and he just never shipped it, never sent it. So just like that, right? So now I have um, an entire Mac Mini brick sitting over there with my other, uh, you know, dead hardware that I'm going to see if I can do either, some sort of, I don't know, hardware swap or something, because, like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm gonna learn what to do, because, like, what I've been doing over the last year is essentially, wait, how do they, so just put it in, oh, that's cool. Um the little reels, so you can slide them in and out. That's really cool. All right, so that part's done. Anyway, so we got to the point where it all just started kind of working and not working. Because I had the refund, but I didn't get the shipping label, so I didn't know what to do with that. So I put it to the side, and then I went on to Amazon to try and get a similar one, but they didn't have it because the one that I was trying to get was a little older. Anyway, so ended up having to get a new, well, new then. Now it's probably already, obsolete in terms of Macs. But we got an M4 Mac Mini M4 16 gig uh, with a 256 hard drive. So it's tiny little Mac. It was the only one available, and even that was $700. It's crazy. Um, and then effectively, I started working, like, well, that effectively I started working. Yeah. Um, th- that took 2 weeks to get here, because at the time that I ordered it, it just so happened that the like little boom. I don't know if it's a little boom or a big boom. I don't know. We're all kind of in the middle of this, so you know, whoever's out there watching this, that's riding this wave here yeah, we're just kind of like, we're all just kind of riding a wave, and nobody's really sure where or what is going to happen next. um but oh, sorry, all. Mom, you all right? All right. So as you can see, we're doing this live, and with live stuff, things happen. So if you just see me jump up and run out of here, well, sorry, show's over. Or maybe not. You might hear some rumbling, but you know, as long as the folks are good, it's all good. So moving on. Um, so back to the whole thing with um, you know, the Mac took longer than expected to get here, and I needed to start working on some stuff because this was actually right. We're trying to get stuff done for tax season for last year, for this year, and already I have a lot on the table to try and get uh, done on time, right? Like, I mean, good old fashioned taxes are not the most fun thing in the world, but okay. So what are we doing here? Oh, in the heck, okay, that is supposed to go like so, and then I guess that goes like that. I see. That's cool. So there's like the entire slide panel with the camera and everything, and the reflector that you actually get where you actually film it on. That's really cool. Um, that's really neat. They did some cool detail on this. That's for sure. All right, we've got a bunch of extra pieces here. All right, so those are actually supposed to be extra pieces though. So, and this now lines up on these. With this being open, this lines up like so. Okay, let's get this all correct. All right, that's cool. All right. All right, and then I guess he's supposed to stand like so. All right, there we go. There's the first piece. Finito. Cool. All right, that was bag number one. All right. Woo. All right, now we're getting into bag number two. Two. And we get a Mickey Mouse. All right. Um, so 2 weeks. I'm waiting for this stupid Mac to come in because everybody and their mother decided to start buying them because everybody and their mother wanted to start getting AI stuff to start doing their stuff for them, and so they were hard to get. So I'm like, you know what? I don't got the time for this shit. And I installed it onto my PC. Hey, quit it. You got work to do. And when I installed it onto my PC, everything was great. Everything was fine. Everything was working. But I knew I was going to be moving it to my Mac because that's what I got the Mac for. It's in the mail 2 weeks out. So that is what essentially broke my brain. Because the first one came, my timing was such. I had a whole string of videos that I was going to be putting together. It was going to be a whole thing. Um, and I was very excited about it, and I was getting ready, and then it all just didn't. And it wasn't that the AI didn't work or the open claw or whatever. Hey, we got a Mickey Mouse. Yay. I don't know if y'all can see this. I think you can because I think I got the angle right. But I'm just kind of, for the one that's not in the greatest spot. Oh no, that's not charging. Why are you not charging? Ah. Hold on a sec, y'all. I just want to make sure. Oh my god, you can see my hand so big. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now we're charging. All right, cool. Sorry, just didn't want to lose one of those. All right. So so I got everything working. I actually started doing a lot of work on the PC, and it was great. Uh, OpenClaw is amazing. It really is. If you want to play it safe, you can totally play it safe. And like I said, keep it on your just on your computer, having it fire that way. Or if you want to actually go a little bit bigger, and if you're not totally afraid of every system trying to collect your information, which they do, um, then yeah, then you can connect it to ooh, wait a minute, to uh, like Telegram and Discord, and let me see, make sure these are the right ones. Right length, yeah, yeah. And then you can really start to do some stuff, because then you can set up like chats and stuff. And this is where I was earlier. Uh, and you can have it so it reports different jobs, or report the what it's been doing, and then give you reports, and then it can pick up those reports and then do more stuff. So there's this whole like network of stuff you can start to get going. Oh, I got three of these, and then we put them on here. Okay. um so that is really really cool. So I put mine on Discord, and I started using Discord a lot actually. It's pretty amazing how that was all working. And then at one point, you know, the see, I was about to skip there for a minute, because I remember what happened. And but Discord is great. It's actually fantastic. I like it. I like it better than Telegram myself, just because of the interface and just the way that it displays the messages. It goes widescreen, where Telegram like stays in that like text. I think it was mostly made for mobile, so it like stays in that mobile kind of setting, and it doesn't really use the screen. I use a lot of computers still. I don't use all mobile devices. I think a lot of creators are still in that. Like mobile devices are great to be mobile, but they're like definitely limited in scope and ability. Like if you really want to actually do something with it, it's not really that easy. A one to one. Oh, this is the one to one. Oh yeah, hey, look at that. They're like, use this one. Hey, dummy. Okay. So wait, how are they supposed to? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, wait a minute. I'm already messing it up. No, I'm not. Okay, we put this one up like so, and then we do. Oh, do two of them. All right. So anyway, we started working with all of this stuff, and it started working great. And then the Mac Mini finally came. And it was the day that I had to move everything over. And I thought I was going to be doing some cool things, like making videos about all of this stuff and telling everybody, and so on and so forth. What happened instead was so much frustration and so much, um, what's the word here? Like, uh, like, oh, wait a minute. So the one goes like that. Okay, there we go. Just God, it was so crazy, because I tried to move everything over. I put it all onto hard drives. I did everything that I was supposed to do, right? I even had it tell me what I was supposed to do. I used ChatGPT. I used a video. I did what I could. But ultimately, I'm putting a uh, Windows based agent onto a Mac system, right? So that by itself caused some issues. Um, and it didn't necessarily all come out the way that I had hoped it would. Um, whoa. Okay, hold on a second. What is going on here? So that goes like so. And then, oh, we're like this. But wait, where? Oh, wow. Wowza. That's a. Okay, so that goes in like oh wow. I see. Well, so this is the techniques. This is the techniques. The techniques part of this thing. Like, yeah, whoa. Okay, everybody just chill. Everybody just chill. Okay. So got it over onto the Mac, and that was the first, like, I would say, first bit of corruption. Oh, okay, we're gonna do this 3 times. The first bit of corruption that started the process, really. Like, man, that was a pain in the butt. Um, getting it over to the Mac and getting everything back on was crazy because so many things had started on the PC. And like, when you set these things up, they have routes and they have routes and they have ways that they pull information. And um, Macs and PCs don't naturally like to talk to each other. Like, um, it's like, that being said, that's not necessarily true, because you can absolutely get them to talk to each other without too much problem if you know essentially what to do and how to do that. But if you don't, oh boy. Um, Luckily, nowadays with the AIs actually know how to do all that, which is the crazy part. Okay, so then now we put this into here, right? Yeah, that worked. And then we put the next one on there. Okay, this is not that difficult once you get like a little bit started here. So this is actually kind of cool. Um, so so I wasn't able to get the same agent I had built on the PC back onto the Mac. So essentially, like, it had remnants. It was like, if you guys have ever seen The Matrix, it was like a Ghost in the Matrix kind of version of it, right? Like, it was there, all right. Like, it knew all the code, it knew where things were, it knew how to do it, but it had to rewrite everything, it had to redo everything, it had to go through and make all new connections. And I'm working with a database. If it's a SQ Lite, SQLite Lite. I don't know. I'm not exactly. But it's a database that holds all of the information, like the entire uh, um, memory of the agent, of the system, of, like, what I'm building, everything. So this agent, or I'm sorry, not this agent. This database has all of that information in it, and the database has to be read, like, by another agent, but, like, the instructions were by one computer or by one OS type, and then the second set was with, basically, um, the Mac side of things. And then on top of that, the first thing that I did, so there's what we just made there. That's kind of cool. That's going to be the top of the tripod. Oh, oops, we have some circular things to put on. Oh, these are neat. Okay, they go here. So anyway, the transition was the first part of me kind of screwing things up, right? Well, the first part, let's be honest, the first part was putting it onto the PC in the first place. Like, that is, I should have waited. Like, I should have waited. Um, but I did not. So I end up with this situation that I'm in now. But that being said, I did get a lot of things set up on the PC that were really, really working well. Well, until I screwed it up later again. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Um, wait a minute. That goes like that. That goes like that, and then that goes like that. So boom. Excuse me. My goodness. My goodness. Um, so once we got it reading the database again, and actually operating the way it was supposed to be operating in the first place, um, that was about mid-April. I want to say like, well, the next couple of things that happened, I remember the exact dates because I went bonkers. Uh, and this was the date between the videos that I was doing because I had I don't even know exactly how to explain this because it was just so intense. My goodness. Is this what we're doing? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. That's, I think, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, the I had a whole. Well, we have. Let me rephrase that. We have had then working beautifully entire brain system that like fed the the database, and there was the cron jobs which we talked about, which are those like those little programs that do work for you in the background. Some of them are with AI, some of them are just programs inside the computer, and all of those things were reporting to the Discord channels, and they were putting all that stuff in the reports, and it was all this beautiful this magical symphony of things happening. It was beautiful. And then on the 10th, uh no, it wasn't the 10th, I'm sorry. Or wait, it was on the 10th. On the 10th, we did an update for OpenClaw. And that update had a couple plugins in it. And that update also had this thing that essentially broke OpenClaw. And it was quite a while before anybody really knew what was going on. And I never found out that it was actually OpenClaw that had the problem. I thought I had broken something in my system, and I did not know what to do because ooh, there it is. You have to get that lined up just right. Interesting. Okay, there we go. And I didn't know what to do because I thought I had done something to my system, and my system. So the night of the update, did the update, and then I did a plugin. Like I updated these plugins that they had suggested, and I'm like, cool, you know, well, what's the harm? This is by the developers. They know what they're doing. They wouldn't do something to destroy the system. That's what you would think because you're used to dealing with apps and people that are responsible for the stability of the things that you buy and you use, right? Here's the thing. This is not something that we bought. This is something that someone made on a weekend, on a whim. And now a lot of people. So did we push this all the way down? Oh, wait. Oh, do we have to have this all lined up just right? We do. Okay. And then we just. Okay. Um, so the problem, which I'm trying to illustrate here, is that there's really no oversight on whether the thing that you're about to do to your thing or your update even will work or not. Totally, totally, totally up in the air. And oh wow, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is this what they were trying to say? Like, don't screw this up because if you screw this up, then nothing works. I think that was the thing, and I think I did the thing that I wasn't supposed to do. Wait, how then? Wait, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Poop. Wait, but can't. No. Okay, but no, this can't ever turn. So what does that mean? That means that these. Okay. Yep. 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 Oh boy. Okay, those all came out not the way that I was hoping, but okay. Understood. So yeah, so that's important. You got to actually see how you line this thing up because these, if it doesn't line up just right, then it is not going to assemble quite correctly. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, so with OpenClaw, essentially there is no oversight with the system whatsoever. So that being the case, what am I missing here? Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I have to do that like that. Well, what does that mean? So does that mean I have to switch these guys around? Because what we're trying to do is line that up with that, and then that. Okay, yeah. So we do. We have to switch some of these around. Wow, this is a. My goodness, this is an interesting thing. So we're gonna go there and there. Oh, we're gonna. Oh gosh. Okay. Woohoo! Using the tool. Using. This is the funny part though, because like I'm trying to. Oh man, that's so funny because like I'm trying to use the tool. Oops. To get the pieces off, but like they're all in a place where it's really impossible. That's hilarious. All right. Anyway, back to the story. I was man, I could use just like a little like you would think that this thing would be good enough, but it's just not quite. Oh yeah, no, maybe it is. Oh hey, look, Lego tool working perfect. All right. So essentially, like the the update came on April 10th or the 13th or I don't know. Anyway, the point is it was the 19th. Anyway, I had the system was working beautifully up until this day, and then that day, um, uh, basically like OpenClaw released an update that essentially broke most people's systems, and they didn't really like fix anything for almost I don't know like it's like a week that they didn't like put an update in for the particular thing that was breaking. Um, and so we were basically stuck thinking, and I didn't know that there was a lot of other people that were in the same situation. I mean, I guess obviously if the app, uh, if the developer does something with the app and it affects everyone, then yeah, obviously that's going to happen. Um, oh, what's up, kitty? So yeah, so you're gonna get that too, guys. Kitty cat needs to be fed at some point. Oh my god, I can't get these things off. This is crazy. Like, so make sure you guys do that part right because once you put these suckers on, man, they do not wanna. They do not wanna. They will not play with you. Like they are just goofy on these. Like, there's not a way to even like. God, Holy moly, man. All right. Um, so the updates totally screwed it up. They had this whole dreaming thing, they had this active memory thing, and they had all these ways that, like, they were improving their system, but like what ended up happening is like it broke a lot of the stuff that was already operational in OpenClaw, and it made it so like no, like a lot of people's systems broke. I didn't know that. I was just trying to work like an idiot on my own, the best that I could, and that was really it. Like there was no other choice for me. Excuse me. Come here, kitty. Come on, kitty. Let's go outside. Come on. All right. So, um, that's it really. Like it just broke. And then so for the next like 4 or 5 days, I was trying to figure out how to fix it, what to do. God, this Lego thing is driving me crazy right now. I cannot get these things off. Like like make sure you are very careful when you're doing this piece that you don't do something weird, because if you don't get it just right, like, oh, there we go. God. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. They're coming off now. Finally. Okay, sorry. Um and So 5 days later, I'm finally starting to kind of figure out what's going on, and thinking, all right, I got this figured out, blah blah blah, shish boom bah. And it turns out that, okay, so I can do these here. I'm gonna just soft do it. Turns out that it was the damn updates. It was the damn updates that killed my entire system, my entire operating system, everything that I was trying to do and work on had nothing to do with anything that I did. But here's the problem. It's too late. I had already like started making changes, doing this, redoing that. I knew that it was my fault, that like I broke something in the system, and now I have to spend all this time fixing it. And turns out that the only thing that could fix it eventually was just an update. And all I had to do was wait. But during that time, like, remember those cron jobs that I was talking about? The jobs, the things that we actually set up through AI so it can keep doing stuff for you automatically. Well, that is essentially, those are what broke. They started firing like crazy. They started filling up the database that I had built like crazy. They just made all the dreaming, the dreaming plugin started creating these just garbage. It just started filling my system up with garbage. And because it started doing that, it started not knowing how to read itself. So it didn't know how to use the database because there was so much stuff in the database in one night, that it locked it up completely. And after that, like, I had to figure out completely how to do everything all over again, um, because I didn't know that it was the update. If I would have just rolled it back and then told the system, hey, get everything back to the way it was and do a cleanup, like just a rollback, then I would have been fine. But that is not what I did. Not even close. Um, I tried my best to fix everything, um, by, well, doing what I knew. So I started just, making new things. I went back and checked everything. Like, so I spent about five, no, about $3,000 in that week trying to get this my system back online. Um, and At the end, the only thing that worked was updating it to the newest model, which was, so the one that like I had was like 4.1, because they're numbered by the month and the day that they come out, like the year, the month, the day, right? And so I had like, shit, like, I don't know, 3 point, no, it was like 4 point, I don't know, probably 4.9, 4.09 or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then I updated to the 4.19. It was from the 19th, I think. And then the next few days was just absolute death. And then or I updated to the 19. It was like the 10 and then the 19 was the one that fixed it or something like that. But it was a week and it was like 3 grand is what I know. Because it just lost everything. Like it lost the models that it was doing, it lost how it was supposed to do it lost what it was doing. It didn't remember anything. It just broke. So that is why you got to be deathly careful with this stuff because it does not care. It really does not care about pretty much anything at all whatsoever. So and I don't mean it pretty much doesn't care. It really doesn't. It's not real. Like it has no feelings. Even if your AI tells you all the things that you want to hear, just know it's not real. Never has been. It's called stateless, and if you don't know what stateless means, that means that it has no state. It doesn't actually exist until it exists. Like you have to engage with it for it to exist. Otherwise, it's just sitting there dormant. Um, and no, it's a four piece, four. Wait, no, oh, five, and then four is left. Right. And so it basically just it broke everything. Everything broke, plain and simple. Everything broke. And by the time I was able to actually get it back up and operational, um, my system and everything started to break in other places because of the new fixes that I tried to put in. And the new fixes that I tried to put in basically broke it even more. And then it's just a deteriorating um, situation that never ever really got any better. So that's cool. But 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 um in March, I think. Don't quote me on these dates. I'm not exactly sure. I've been busy. I will go back and figure out exactly when these things all happened. But I believe in March, a new thing hit, and it was called Open Claw. No, I'm sorry. Open Claw is the thing that was already. That's what caused the problems. Damn it. Um, the what am I trying to say? Say it, man. Hermes agent. The Hermes. I don't know what this is, but this is what we're on right now. And this is what this thing looks like. Sorry, I did not show you guys. There's this little thing. Like that's where we're at with that. So I haven't been looking up talking to y'all. I've been focused on the build here. So um but yeah, but then Hermes agent came out sometime in March, I want to say. So OpenClaw was like a weekend project in January that turned into something in February that then went massive in March and then basically broke everybody in April and is now trying to fix itself in May. You can follow that online, and it's crazy because I thought that it was just me, but everybody went through this. And like, so this is what like quality control really comes down to is like, you think you might have customer service, you think you might have quality control, you think you might have all these things, but I don't know, man. This situation with this open claw thing that I saw happen was pretty terrible. Um, and I really just couldn't believe how interesting. I think that's supposed to go in there. Yeah. And what is that? That is the gray one. Oh wow. That goes in there. like so. Okay, so that's where that sits there. Okay, and it's supposed to stick out a little bit more, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Is that it though? Is that just that one thing? Yeah. Move that over like that, and then and then boom. Okay. Um. Oh. Whoop, 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 whoop. Uh. So here I am going through all of this stuff, trying to figure out, like, what am I doing? How am I doing it? Like, how is all is this stuff working? And then here, lo and behold, everyone has the same problem, and then the solution is not pile on more work and try to fix this, that, or the other, because that's not going to work either, right? Like, um you can't have the thing fix itself because it doesn't know how to fix itself. Like, it does a lot, don't get me wrong, these things know how to fix themselves. Like, that's kind of part of the whole system that I built. Was it's a self-fixing system. Only problem is that the mechanisms that were being used to self-fix got broken by the damn uh uh the owner of the company. So that's interesting. Now, I feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe not. No, that's just a gap. And this just goes in like so. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And so nobody was expecting that the owner was going to destroy his own product in a way that made it stop working for everybody that was already using it. Which is like the whole problem with oversight and working with um what is going on here? Hold on a second. Just like so. It doesn't show, like, that one gets filled there, that one gets filled there, but that's I don't see. Wait, what happens underneath here? Did I miss? Oh, wait, I did. Hold on, hold on. There it is. There it is. And that goes in. Okay, yeah, that goes in like so. Aha, aha, aha. All right, there we go. Sorry, this thing got real complicated here. So it's like crazy weird. Um, okay, but then this pops on right, just like so. Okay, gotcha, 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 gotcha. So anyway, that was the biggest shocker. I think all of us that were building at the time with this thing, all were just blown away that, like, the thing that actually took all of this out for us that were on it was Boss Man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, I get that. I do. I try to improve things. I try to, like, see, this is one thing I definitely understand, like, how it all happened, because I built my stuff so fast and so quickly that the agent, my OpenClaw agent. So I built mine with like a whole Bat Cave and Batman aesthetic, and I found a lot of people did that. Like, everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants their own Alfred. Um, and it's kind of funny, like a bunch of channels and a bunch of different AI projects and a bunch of different stuff is all everyone's doing Alfreds. So I'm not gonna do that too much longer. I'm doing it now while I'm all in house. I'm doing it for myself, but my whole system is basically being set up so that I can. Well, when it's ready, soon here. I mean, in the next month or so. But when the customer sets it up, they can set up their own agents and name them whatever they want, instead of having to. Uh, have it be somebody else's name or something like that. Like, I found that, like, making these things kind of more personal uh is really kind of going to be the way that things work, because we all I don't know how you guys are, but I am very interested in Huh? Oh, I don't get it. Very interested in how all of this, kind of plays out and works long term. Uh, Sorry, guys, I'm a little confused here because I don't understand what I am doing here with this particular. Oh, is that? But how, sir? How does that live there? Like, I see where you're going with this, but I don't understand. They really didn't show this particular piece. That's kind of weird. Because, like, I see it here, but I guess, like, is it just supposed to be there loose right now? All right, I'm just gonna leave it loose because I see kind of where I think where it's supposed to go, but I'm not sure how it's supposed to go. Okay, so that's supposed to cover that, and then that's supposed to cover that. Okay, so we got those two, and then this goes over this, that way or this way. I guess like this. And that goes like that. So here we go. So that's looking like so. All right. Like, I'm still looking to see what goes through that center piece though, because I'm not seeing it here. See, it doesn't. That's so weird, guys. I don't. It shows a blue piece, but I don't get that because I don't have a blue one. I have greens and blacks, but I don't have one of those. That is really weird. And it doesn't even really go into it at all because now we're going to be creating the handle, which then attaches there. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna just pretend I'm gonna leave it, and then we have this extra red one. Oh no, this is gonna be for the handle. Okay, well, whatever. You know what? I guess we're moving on. We are moving on, moving on up. Okay, so this goes here, and then what do we have? And then we have another one, so Chappelle, and then Chappelle, and then this goes like that, and then we go like so. And then like so. Wait a minute, did I do that backwards? No, I didn't. Did I? Has to do it. Oh, and then do you just put that in? Oh, yeah, you just put it in backwards. That's hilarious. So you go like so, and then you put the last one in upside down. Okay. And then that just fits in. Oh my gosh, it's a kitty cat again. Excuse me, y'all. So, let's see here. Let's do this again then. All right, we'll do that and add a title. So this is Instagram. I have to do another one, I guess. So Ralph breaks the internet. Can I not do that? Oh man, I want to just type. I don't want to type this. All right, you know what? We're just gonna go with it. Interlude. Interlude. Oh, perfect. And we're moving. Three, two, one. All right. Sorry about that, folks. And I'm gonna have a cat here that I'm gonna have to feed in just a minute. So uh, I'm gonna be taking this down maybe in just a little while. Hey, hey! I see a couple of y'all. Teresa, Ken, Sonia. What's up? Oh, see, there's a cat. taking center stage. What's up, kitty? Let's have you not destroy anything here. Oh wait, you know what? We're done with this phase. So that's done there. All right. So that's where we're at. What's up, kitty? You hungry? Yeah? Why don't you take a seat? Yeah. Meow meow. So this is Kichka. I've had this cat now for like 14, 15, 16 years. I don't know. It's 2026. I got it in 2010, I think, or 2009. I'm not sure. So it's like 16. It's almost 17 years old. Like, kitty, say hello. Thank you. Um, so yeah, she is my main character in Guild Wars. She has been around with me forever. She is my familiar. And what I can tell you is that she is hungry. So if y'all want to hang out for just a couple few minutes here, like there's an intermission that I'm gonna go through, and then I will come back. We're gonna finish this up really quickly, and then I will. See, she's already judging me. Anyway, so she's going to take center stage for a minute. I will be right back, and then we will finish this up, and I will tell you what I'm building with OpenClaw and Hermes, and what we're doing, and how it's going to help everybody, and what the plan is, and then I'll be back in just a few minutes. Give me a minute, y'all. All right. Come on, kitty. Come here. All right. Yeah, you go over there. You have your dinner. All right. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, kitty had to, kitty gotta eat. All right, I think we should be good to go now. All right, let's see here. So, I didn't really show you too much of that vibe coding over my shoulder. Well, now you have a cat over my shoulder too, for those of you that do. But so I was basically, so we're on bag 3 now of 6. So I'll try to get this moving a little bit faster. But I'm here till this is done anyway. You can tune in, you can tune out, you can leave it going. All is good. I mean, we're just building with Legos here today. We're vibe coding and we're Legoing. We're vibe Legoing, Lego vibing. Lego my ego. Lego my ego vibe. Hey, look, Bambi. I was once writing a show or a movie, not a show. I was writing a movie. Might just be ruining my my camera here. No, it's still going. That's good. So, Ruben, if you're watching, I will call you when I'm done, man. Like, we got some Legos to build, bro. And plus, like, bag 4 has Dumbo in it. So, like, chill, bro. I'll be back. But actually, Ruben is a really good friend of mine. I've been working with him. He has a really cool thing too that we've been working on. Which I'll get into in a little bit here. But yeah. So as far as getting these things to work right, the whole thing that I'm doing is like now, Alfred, my original system, which was on OpenClaw, it got like the best way I will say it is it got confused because of how much complexity I threw at it and how quickly I threw it at it. Like it couldn't keep up with everything. Like it just couldn't do it. And because of that, I had to well come up with another way of doing things. Um, because every time I tried to do something with OpenClaw now, it was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" I'm like, dude, we just, did this thing yesterday to build this thing, to do this thing, to do this thing, right?" And it's like, "Oh, right. Yeah. Gotcha. So what were we doing it for?" Okay. Um, I mean, I thought that was your job was to remember that kind of thing. And but so what happened was I found out the very hardcore limitations of OpenClaw and its memory systems, even with um, all of these extra memory systems and all this extra stuff that I put in. It was amazing. Um, the Yes, I am still going for 2 hours. There's a lot of people hanging out in the ether that need to know this stuff, that don't know, that haven't even asked. So here we are. We're talking about it, and we're building Legos. This is taking a lot longer than I thought, and plus the cat had to get fed, and so here we are. Um. Oh yeah, I was opening these to get these. Okay, so um, like I said, Alfred got confused. My OpenClaw agent got confused because and this is like part and parcel of everything that happened over the last like 3 months, right? So in April, the middle of April, all hell broke loose. Like there was complete and total system failure across the board with everyone using OpenClaw. So it's not like I did something and screwed up my own system. I probably did, but not to the extreme that I thought I did. Um, until I did, because I was trying to fix it. So, well, hell, right? Like, welcome to the not knowing of what you're doing and trying to fix things when you don't have a tech degree or tech people around you. So, back to YouTube, back to online, back to asking the agent, like, what broke with you? What happened? What's going on? And so, about a week later, and $2,000 later, we got it worked out finally. And it turned out that none of it was my fault in the first place, and the system broke. So, I basically wasted a whole shitload of money for nothing. My system was solid. My system was golden. Still is. Problem is, it can't remember that it is anymore, which is basically the main part of the problem. Is that everything that I did is there. It knows it's there. It sees it. It recognizes it, but it doesn't use it. So, so this is the situation that I'm in now, where I had to get the other agent, or well, the open claw agent, and or I'm sorry, not the open claw agent, the Hermes agent. This is really cool. These are the legs for the tripod, and they have little turny screws in them. You guys can see those. Um, it's pretty neat. The details on these are really cool. You get one. These are really hard to get now. Apparently, I didn't know that. Like when I got this, it was they were pretty available, but now it seems like they're becoming more and more collector pieces. So wait a minute. I think I have to build 3 of these. Do I not? Yeah, it's so accurate. So oh, and then we almost got it finished. And then we put this guy on here. And then this one, oh, hey now, on there. And then that is one completed leg piece, correct? Yeah, and then now we do that whole thing over again 2 more times. if I can remember. So it's this one and this one. Okay. So now I'm in this predicament where I have to actually get another agent to verify all the work and check everything that the original agent was doing, which is actually really nice, because the cool part is now I actually have like a manager, if you will. So it's kind of funny because the first one that I made kind of like myself. So I duplicated myself, and it just does shit. I tell it to do something, it'll do it. It might do it wrong, completely wrong, but it'll do it, and it'll do it fast. And then I'm like, yo, bro, did you do it? It's like, yeah, I totally did it, but I got 35 errors while doing it. So did it get finished? Totally didn't get finished, but I have a whole report about how it didn't work. Sweet. That is great. So how much did that cost me? Oh, $10. Awesome. Awesome. So you did something and wrote a report and told me how it didn't work, and that cost me $10. Well, it's funny. I feel that's like how you get something, you try to do something with like any kind of professional, and before you ever get anything done, the first thing they do is they're like, credit card here, please. And you don't even know if you're going to get good service yet or not. But what are you going to do? Got to get the job done, right? So what do? You do it. Get it done. Get the job done, get the work done, make it happen. And so I installed Hermes Agent on my desktop. But what we had to do is the entire process of the hard drives, which was, if you watched any of it, the entire last season of my series, of me breaking the internet. So that is basically what led to this computer getting another agent. But that wasn't the point of it. Originally, the point was I wanted to have room for more video games and my editing software. Well, that never really ended up being the case. Now, I put a game or two now on it, but I haven't played any games since. And then I I installed all my editing software back onto it. But I haven't been editing because I've been trying to get the agents fixed and working. So now that finally got them fixed and working together, I have all of my outputs working. So I have the cron jobs that are working, all these jobs, all these bots, I guess, programs working in unison, and they're all reporting and they're all talking to each other. And then now I have 4 computers actually working together. So I have the one that's here that has the Hermes agent now that was installed a few days ago. It's about 4, maybe 3 or 4 days ago now. I have the original OpenClaw agent, which is over here. That's on the Mac Mini. I would have that on my Amazon page for you guys to get if you wanted to, but they are out right now. So as soon as they have them again, I will put them on that page, and I'll let you all know in a video or in a post or something. But yeah, the Mac Minis are definitely out. And here's the thing: if you guys want to do this and you're totally have no idea what you're doing, but you want to, check out counselwolf.com. I have a one-on-one thing that I have for $4.97. That's basically like a super 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 good deal to get this thing worked out for you. So I can teach you, I can show you, we can get it all hooked up for you. If you contact me somehow through this after watching this, I will super do a crazy discount to help you get your own thing set up. Um, and that'll all depend if you actually want to do this or not. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just telling you what the system's going to be doing and what I'm going to be doing with it. Um, because whoa, wait a minute. Why did we? Why do what did I do? What did I do? No, that's right, but it's not right. Why is it not right? What is going on here? What did I do? I did something wrong, but I don't know what. How the heck? Wait a minute. So that has to. All right. Regardless, that's got to go there. Wait a minute. Where in the heck? Oh, that's why. Okay. 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 See, I got ahead of myself telling the story. Story time, man. Anyway, so, oh, I think we got it now. Yes. No. No, I'm on camera the whole time. Why? I'm not gonna wrap up. I got hours to go still. Oh, you think that they're actually sitting around for 2 hours? Nobody's sitting here for 2 hours. Y'all crazy. If you guys are sitting here for 2 hours, you're all crazy. You got less important shit to do than I do. Like, they're only in here for 5 minutes. They're only in here to judge me. They're here to look and be like, wow, what an idiot. Or, oh, that's interesting. Or, hey, oh, I'm only gonna be here for 2 minutes. I am gonna be on until this is done. So this could be 5 hours. If you're here for 5 hours with me, you crazy. But if you are, thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Why are you this is how live works. Live works until I'm done. Like, I gotta finish, and I don't even know when the finish is. So we're finishing eventually. And I got ahead of myself because I was trying to explain stuff. You see this? This is why it took me 3 weeks to get back to y'all in a video. Because I got my mom over here, I got the cat over here, and then I'm trying to do videos with broken ass equipment from like 5 years ago. We still get the job done. And that's what's important here. So back to getting the job done and getting judged by my mother and everybody out online. We just keep working. See, this is how you do it. Who else out there has a judgmental mother? Anyone? Anyone? I think everyone. If y'all ain't raising your hand right now, y'all lying to yourselves. Because I promise you, your mom is judging you. Every time you do something right, and especially every time you do something wrong. And any of you that got those Eastern European moms, you know what hard love is. You know what tough love is. When was the last time you got a compliment? That wasn't a backhanded compliment. Oh yeah, she just said she loved me. See, this is how this is happening. No, I'm not trying to get sympathy love here. It's okay. I know you love me, mom. I love you too. Okay, so now we have 3 legs. All right, we've gotten through that part. Now we're moving on to the next part, and I got to do this 3 times too. And this is like, this is just another part of it. All right, but here we go. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted about the actual transition from one agent to 2 agents and how that actually works. And again, if you guys do want help with this stuff, contact me. This is what we're doing now. My entire system, when it's all finished in the next couple weeks or so, is going to be a fully autonomous system. I can actually say the name of it now because we got the trademark on the way. So it's acquire.ai, and that's acquire with an A and choir, as in, multiple things working together because it's actually an agent choir. Um, And I also have a couple other brands under that choir. So we have Market Choir, we have Grant Choir, and we have Office Choir. All of those are going to be, or some of them are already up and operational. And then some of them are going to be coming up online very soon. Once we just get through the verification process here of the agents, because I want to make sure everything is firing correctly and working right. All the deliverables come in nicely. So in Office Choir, you can check all these out online if you want right now. There's so many, but if you want, actually go to atlbproductions.com, and then there's links to all of this stuff right on that website. And essentially, it's everything that I wish I had when I was running a business, so that I could actually run the business instead of it running me. And if you have ever had your own business, or you are drowning in responsibility with what you're doing now, you know what I mean. Um, Entrepreneurship is no joke. Um, and a lot of us want to get into it, want to create our whole world, our message, um, and we really want to be able to do the thing that we do, but then we forget that on top of the thing that you want to do happens all the things that you have to do, and those are usually the things that none of us are all that great at. Right, so like usually, like let's say you wanted to start your own business. Most people that want to start their own business want to start something um that they know how to do, and they essentially want to um do the trade of the thing that they already know how to do, right? So you want to go and do more of the thing that you know how to do. But then that's the task, right? That's the task that you know how to do. So like, I'm going to just take this down to like Lego building. Let's say I want to build Legos. How weird, right? The thing about that is you have to figure out how building Legos will make you money. Because if you want to build Legos all the time, you can. There's actually YouTube channels and Instagram channels that's literally all they do. One of them is Beyond the Brick. Check it out. Follow them. Great channel if you're a Lego nerd. They make Lego videos. They have monetized making Legos. They're basically building Legos. So there was a movie back in the '90s. Dating myself here, so sorry. So cringe. That was called PCU, and in it there was there was a guy that was going to college uh, for Game Boy. And then there was another one that was in college for watching a movie and seeing how long it would take to see a movie with the combination of a certain actor and another actor again. Anyway, my whole point in saying all this is that if you can imagine it, and you can put enough creative thought and energy into it, you can probably take any task that you do and turn it into a business that can make you money somehow. The question is, how do you do that? Right? Like, how do you continue to build Legos and make money doing it while you still got other things that most likely are important? I.e., paying the bills, filing the taxes, feeding yourself, clothing yourself, the whole process of living, that whole life thing. Yeah, that never stops. And because it never stops, you have to continuously be creative, or you continuously have to work. And then if you're continuously working, well, then you're continuously not having time to do the things that you want to do. And thus you sit there dreaming and wasting away the time that you wanted to use to do the thing, but you never do the thing, whatever that thing may be. And so here we are in a world of people not doing the things that they want to do and watching them on YouTube or Facebook or passively living your life through somebody else's eyes or living your life vicariously through somebody else's actions instead of working on the thing that you really, 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 really want to do. And then, even if you say you don't know what you want to do, I know you know what you want to do. You're just too chicken shit to say it, or you're too chicken shit to believe that you can do it. So, that is where the thing that I want to do actually comes into play. My system makes it so that you can go and do the thing that you want to do. And it does all of the work in the background for you to do that thing that you want to do. Hmm. How does that work? How in the hell is that even possible? Huh? You may be asking yourself. Well, because I spent 10 years doing things that I really didn't want to do ever in my life. Most of the stuff that I was doing, oh, in the bar is not stuff that I enjoyed doing. It was stuff that I had to do. I ended up in a situation, and because of that situation, I had a responsibility, and I had to fulfill that responsibility. Hey, look at that. Hey, this is coming out pretty good. So I just found that the thing that I didn't find at first, it was because I didn't push this little thing here up all the way through. And now that I did, it actually has somewhere to sit correctly. So yay, we worked it through. All right, so that was, now we're doing something next. Okay, so obviously I'm saying a lot here, and it's like, well, how do you justify, how do you say that, and then how do you make good on it, right? Well, that's literally what I'm doing. Is I'm putting together this suite of apps, again, atlbproductions.com, that allow the user to be able to focus on the thing that gives them I would say joy in their life, in their lives, whatever, that gives the person joy in their life so that they can go out and do the thing that they really most wanted to. um Most of us will never get the chance to do that if we don't actually try, or we don't push ourselves to. And most of us will never push ourselves to because we never thought that we actually could, because it's everything just seems so impossible until you start doing it. And I know that because I play Guild Wars 2 and I chase legendaries. And I also in life am an entrepreneur. And if you don't get used to failures and learning how to pick yourself back up, then you're never gonna be able to uh, get past um, uh, the whole part of not believing in yourself. Like you have to, you got to figure that out, and you got to work that out, because it really is all on you. All right, so how is this part going now? Whoa. Okay, so we just kind of go like so. Well, that's That's kind of interesting. But my system does the part that I really didn't do well at. So I created a system called the Doc Choir. And what that does is it takes documents and ingests them, brings them into like your system or whatever. So PDFs and everything, they're good. They're good documents, but they're really clunky and they're really slow for search systems and for computers and things like that. And especially if you're trying to do like work with a lot of different systems, trying to uh like um have them all work together, and having like documents from like let's say you have like legal documents and you have like financial documents and you got medical documents and then you just got letters and just I mean just the plethora I love that word, the plethora of stuff that you have to deal with in life and whatnot as you go through and just deal with stuff. So the plethora of documentations and different things that you have to do um, is what I was trying to get my system to help me with, right? Um, so it started with tax season coming, and so I started doing all the financials and getting my taxes and working all of that and getting the tax information and the tax code and the tax documents, having it scan each one at a time. Isn't that cool? Like these things actually kind of work too. So all my filmmaker friends out there, like, oh wait, down here, but so it doesn't quite slide up, but like it kind of looks like it could. That's pretty neat. Um, okay, I think that, yeah, that's the bag. Woohoo! So we're on to the next one. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's essentially what the inspiration on all that was. Is like I need something. I need a system that works for me in a way that I needed it to work for me before. So when I had the bar, we had unbelievable amounts of invoices, unbelievable amounts of paperwork. We had like legal issues, we had bar issues, we had fights, we had all of the data, all the video that we had. Not all of it always survived because we didn't have great systems in place to store it all. Like if you know any video system, like camera system, they only last for a little while because you fill up the hard drive. And then other times, hell, if you don't have the power on, it's not recording. If you don't have, if there's a glitch, if there's a power outage, sometimes it doesn't come back on. Like, and if you don't teach your people how to do any of this stuff, dude, nobody knows how to do anything. You know, like we went through two or three different POS systems in the bar, the point of sale systems, like the registers and all that in the bar. Oh, and Dumbo, woo, hey, Dumbo, Dumbo. It's kind of cute. Oh, cute. Um, and like no matter what we did, there was always you're always dealing with the one thing, right? And you may ask me what the one thing is, and I can tell you that the one thing is always the one thing, and it's always going to be the one thing, no matter what we do as people, because the one thing is the human factor, right? You are a human. I mean, maybe there's now. I don't know. The UFO files just got released, so maybe y'all ain't humans or humans or hues. Maybe we're all not just the same hues or the different hues that we thought we were. Maybe now we're gonna have to deal with more hues, like like maybe Hugh Grant. Oh, that's not the right size. That's what. Oh, wait a minute. No. Like I want to do a who that's what she said joke, but like I want my long piece. Yeah, that's not good because that's not working quite right. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that. Now, got two of these. So this is kind of weird. So two of these. Okay. Well, anyway. So what I'm trying to get at though, essentially, is that we spend a lot of time wishing we could do the thing that we wanted to do instead of going out and doing the thing that we want to do. And this is just one of those things that um oh, it's this one. It's just one of those things that like it's kind of it's like a weird paradox, right? Like you're out working to make the money, to get the thing and get the time to do the thing you want. But in order to do the thing and to have the time that you want, you can't be working because you're always working. So like then you try to do like you do the 9 to 5 thing, but then you try to work the 5 to 9 thing on your own projects, right? And then on top of that, you're like, oh, I'm gonna take a vacation. I'm gonna work on my thing, and then just never take you never you probably the vacation that you did take was probably either well deserved or so involved that you couldn't actually do the thing that you wanted to do or take the break that you wanted to take because you were so involved in the vacation that you were taking to try and get rest, even though most likely now you need a vacation from your vacation. So there's this weird like cycle that we get into where we wish for a lot, we don't do a lot, we hope for a lot, but still don't do that either, and end up, you know, basically just running in circles, if you will. This would be a brown one. I think it is. And because of that, we don't really like essentially move forward very much with things. Because we're consistently trapped trying to play catch up. Um, oh, where's it supposed to go on this on the back here? So we're trying to play catch up with the things that we want to do because of the things that we have to do, right? So like you never really get quite caught up the way that you want to. Um, no, kitty, you got to lay down now. Yeah, got to lay down. Can't hang out here. We're busy. Cool. You can do it. That's fine. All right, these are the brown ones. So that's the kind of weird paradox that we're always in is that we never have the time to do the thing that we want to do because we're doing the thing we have to do to get the time to do the thing we want to do, even though we'll never actually succeed at that unless we stop and take the time to build some Legos, right? Like this box has been sitting here with me for almost 2 years, maybe three. And I was always too busy, too busy, too busy. Had things to do. It's funny. We always got things to do. The question is, what are the things that you're doing? Are those the things that you want to be doing? Are those the things that, like, in a few years, when you have lost a lot of the time to do the things that you could have done, are you sure those are the things that you wanted to be doing? Because now you may not be able to do those things because maybe you're getting too old, right? You can only smell the flowers when they're blooming. They're the most potent in the spring. You can still look at them when they dry out, you can still see what beauty was and all of that, but it's different. It is different. It's a whole new world out there. And if we're going to sit around and wait for change to happen, guess what? It will. Just not the way you want it. Because there's actively somebody right now working to further their dreams way more intensely than you may be working on yours. And that's all right. I mean, it's all right for you. Or is it? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that I definitely have a lot of fun building Legos. And I have a whole bunch of sets that I just did not do. I did not build them. And so I sat around and I thought, like, well, dang, how am I going to get these things built? What is it going to take for me to do the work of having some fun? See, you hear how I said that? Doing the work of having some fun. I had to convince myself to work to have fun. What in the hell is that? Wait, what in the hell is this? I do not see. Oh, there's that piece. Wow. Okay. All right. Is that where we're at? Yep. Okay. That goes there. Huh. Cool. So I guess, really it just comes down to this. Like, we have a lot of the tools and means to do a lot of things, but then again, we also don't have all the tools and means. Um, which kind of becomes the problem, because then when you start to try to do that, you fall into a lot of resistance, right? Like, people try really hard to get out of the situations they're in, only to be, I want to say, brought back down, but to be foiled um, by the market, by reality, as tough as reality is. Um, you want to do YouTube videos, or I don't know, become a streamer, or a thing. You have to make the time. You have to have a thing, right? You got to play a game. You got to give yourself the amount of time it takes to actually see through the thing you want to do. Problem is, none of us got that time. Or at least that's what we tell ourselves. I don't got the time. God, if I only had the time. If I could if I could just make the time. But we never do it. We never do it. So I decided that I wanted to figure out how to build my Legos and get paid. See how we're bringing that whole conversation back? Now, I don't know how long you've been with us. And if you just joined in, well, hey, welcome to Ralph's Joint. This used to be The Roost, and it used to be True Grit Tavern. And for all of you on regular old Facebook over there, hello, everyone. And those of you on Instagram, if you're still there, hello. This used to be a marketing channel, basically, for my restaurant, but we closed the restaurant back in December of 2024, actually, not even last year, like 2 years ago. So this is old news to some, but to some of you, this is all new news, new news, new news, new. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, it is news. To anyone that doesn't know, did you ever know that if you don't know when you learn, it's still new to you? So even if it's something old, it's still new to the person that just learned it. So therefore, everything old is always new. Ah. Anyway, random thoughts while building Legos. All right, where were we? Right. So the problem is that you don't ever have the time, or let's rephrase this a little bit, because you do have the time. Let's be honest, you have the time. But doom scrolling and Netflix and whatever other streaming service and whatever hobby, like drinking every day, important things like that just get in the way. And I know this because I saw a lot of people make their decisions based on these self-limiting um, views. And it's really sad because, like, this is like something that, like, most people do to themselves, and they just don't even see that they're doing it. um which is wild to me. Like, you can totally, like, track somebody with their indecisions uh into someone else's decisions. It's the craziest thing in the world. Like, it's really interesting to watch that happen in the bar, because, like, you have alcohol fueling people's, like, temptations and desires, and all of their wants and needs, and like, then once that alcohol hits, they start to just stop thinking, and they just start kind of letting the beast within act. That leads to some interesting situations. Um, but yeah, that's just one of those things where, like, we are the victims of our own choice. And we now, in at least in the States, we live in a society where, like, uh you can claim victimhood for damn near anything. um and like, I can be victimized for anything. I am a victim of being victimized. It's crazy to me, but that's the world that we've started to live in. Is that everything, you can be a victim to anything. Like, it's weird. Anyway, my whole thing is that I don't like that mentality. I think that you can be a victim if you want to be, but that's a choice. And you're making that choice objectively right now. Like, because, like, you're going to walk out your door and you're going to go be a victim. Right. So anyone that is that, you're just doing that. And so, whatever. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. And so what I have to say about it is that there is there is a different way. Um and the problem with that is that you have to believe in yourself, right? Like, it sounds like it's a simple thing to say, like, oh, just got to believe in yourself, bro. But if you did, you'd be doing the thing that you're terrified of right now, instead of thinking about it, doom scrolling, and going through your entire friends list to try and see what they're doing to distract yourself from the thing that you should be doing. And no one's going to tell you what that is, because you already know what that is. Because you pine for it every day, all day. You think about it, you daydream about it. You wish that it could be. You watch people online that have that thing that you want. And you go, God, if only. God, if only. And you don't realize that you're praying. But what you're not doing is you're acting. You're not doing the thing that you need to do to get the results that you want. And that's acting on those desires, acting on that dream, regardless of how ludicrous it may be. Ludicrous. It's your dream, and only you can make it happen. So I know I've gone on a rant here about this forever, and I just want to say this is the decision that I had to make for myself too. Because I wanted to make money making Legos. Lego my ego, bro. And I really didn't think that I was going to let anything stop me from doing that, regardless of how ridiculous this want is. Because really, I didn't want to just be making Legos. What I wanted to be doing is create a situation for myself and for friends and for others and all other people um, that um, that essentially, like, how do I put it? So that you could do what you want to do. I want to do a lot of different things in life. I also know that I have to make money doing all of it, right? Like we all got to work. So I spent the last 3 months basically trying to answer the question of how do I end up not necessarily, doing Legos, but how do I figure out a way to make it so that I can actually enjoy um, doing something all the time. And whether it's building Legos, whether it's making videos on YouTube, whether it's working on AI stuff, whether it's having to work with my father on things, or whether it's trying to come up with a business, or whether it's, well, we have bubbles in the back, or whether it's trying to make a, Amazon store, um, so that I can do this and then give you guys a bridge to that. That's what, like I wanted to create some sort of useful tool that will actually, um, operate for people and work for them. Oh wait, did I? I think I might. I think I might have done something I wasn't supposed to. Yep, I did. I did one too many here. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Got to pop that back out now. All right. Oh, come here, come here. Whoa, dang, just lost that. All right. So anyway, getting off that entire rant, the idea is basically like I built a whole system of AI architecture that allows me to do kind of this kind of thing. So there's websites that like we can build websites. We can get your Amazon stuff created. We can get things together. We can actually track these things. We can do your marketing. We can do all of this other stuff because I needed it done for myself, and I needed all this stuff to be kind of more automated. Um, because I'm trying to uh oh, sorry. I'm trying to look at I'm trying to look at these things and see what the heck is going on here. All right, man. Oh, I get it. Okay. Um, because what one thing that I am coming to very, very much so over these last few months is, living with my father now and seeing how, times change and how everything essentially changes over time. Uh Slowing down is very real, right? And and the effects of slowing down and getting older makes it so you have less and less ability. I mean, it just is what it is, right? And so as I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about like what I want to do with my life and how to go forward, over the next amount of years. Like I'm still young enough to where I still have vitality and charisma and blah blah blah. But like like it's not gonna get any easier. Like I'm like you and me and all of us are the youngest right now that we will be from this point forward, right? Like this is it. We're as young as we are, and I was younger just now, and now I'm even older, and it happened again, right? So like that doesn't end. Um, our ability to cope with it, our ability to understand it, our ability to to move forward with all of this, whole nother topic. That's something that like I don't even know if the gurus of the world have quite worked out all of that stuff. Um, but here we are, right? So we do what we do, and we kind of just keep moving on. And I just really, really, really wanted to be able to keep moving on. I had when I was a younger guy. I don't even know when that was, but when I was younger, I asked my Spanish teacher once because we traveled a lot when I was in high school, and I went on class trips and just traveled a lot with my mom too. Um, and so I saw a lot of the world. And I asked my Spanish teacher once, like we were traveling, and I said, do you ever feel like when you get to a destination that like you get there and you're like, cool, and what's next? And she's like, oh no, when I get somewhere, I like to stop and enjoy it and really, uh take part in the location and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I just wanna, hi, I'm here, let's move on, let's get to the next place, let's what's going on. Um and that was like something I like she thought that was really strange, and I didn't think it was strange because it was just it's me, it's what I was thinking. So I was like, oh yeah, ooh, okay, yeah, I guess we're all different, whatever, moving on. And I never really gave it like too much thought, but I mean I kind of did all at the same time. um and and then now I realize that I'm still kind of doing the same thing, like I get to something and I'm like, all right, cool, what's the next thing? um Not necessarily always giving it enough time to breathe or to what's marinate. uh oh, that's a good word. um so it's like I don't know, like you don't always get um well, you definitely don't always get it right, that's for sure. um and to try to always get it right is kind of foolish. I mean, it's not foolish, it's just you're gonna waste a lot of energy on something that most likely only you're going to care about later on anyway. um I'm guessing that was supposed to actually have that last little piece on it when we were done. Yes, it was. There it is. Ching. Ah, beautiful. So this little box is coming together, and Disney's going to sit inside it. That's actually the film. This is cool. um all right, I'm trying to be quick here, y'all. I know that this is taking forever, but you know what, if it's a Sunday, you don't have to be here, and I am going to continue going until this is done. So, tis what it is. I will say this though, my legs are starting to hurt, and so is my butt. Um, but I committed, so I'm going to finish this thing. Okay, that's a threer. And then we will move on. This is a really long live, by the way, and I really did not expect it to be this long. But you know what? I'm here for it. I am here for it. Let's see here. So I am going to be doing some more streaming videos actually. Now that I'm essentially like this is the first one is essentially now not complete because we're still in the middle of it, I guess. But like now that it's actually happening, wait a minute. Why? What? Oh, okay. I am going to be doing more of this. I play Guild Wars. I know I've said this many times already and whatnot, but I'm going to keep repeating it. And on Mondays, we do convergence CMs. For any of you that know what that is, my group is called my guild is called Zero. At least the one that I run with for these particular things. And it's Zero to Hero Guild, so it's all for beginners and or mid-level. And we run some high-end areas. Oh, we are missing something. Did we put a black one when we were not supposed to somewhere? Rut-row, Rorge. Rut-row. Rut-row. I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh dear. That's really... Oh, it's one of these. That's one. No, 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 no. Getting a little ahead of ourselves. Oh no. We are most definitely missing a piece somewhere. Bro, um, hmm. Where? Oh, where did it go? This is kind of weird. Oh no. Where? Oh, where? Oh no. Was it on the base? No way. No way. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to find. I got a black piece missing here. I need I need one of these bad boys, but I need it to be black. And I ain't seeing it because looks like I used them all. So the question here is, okay, this is where we're at, and this is essentially it finishing off. And all of these are going to go with that. Man, oh man, I don't know what happened to that little piece. Huh. Well, looks like I'll be doing it. Oh wait, is this? No, it's not supposed to be a brown piece, is it? No. Here, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so this is the door. So this is the door that's supposed to be closing. All right, so then we got... All right, I'm gonna see. This is the problem. Like, this is what I end up coming to all the time. Is somehow we ended up with a problem. Right now, I have to find where I lost this one little piece, because everything else we can essentially get operating. Now, that being said, I can actually go and find one of these bricks somewhere. But I'm wondering if I put a black one down where I was supposed to do a different color. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to go back through this real quick and see where... Crap. There it is. Nope. 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 That's brown. That's brown. That's brown. That's brown. Okay. Nope. 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 How about that bottom piece? Is that bottom piece brown? Man, you really can't see these things once they all come together. There it is. There it is. Got it. Found it. Woohoo! That was not as difficult as I thought, but it is definitely, wow, right at the bottom, man. Holy cow. Messed up one of the first ones. All right. All right, there we go. All right, that's back. Okay, now how are you doing this? This is It goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes. All right, and we're back. All right, cool. All right, there we go. So there, we'll put that there now. Oh, okay. Coolio, Coolio, Fulio. We are back, man. We are back. You know what? I'm gonna check the Instagram feed because like that's the one that goes down all the time, and we're not even going. That's hilarious. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, Instagram, welcome back, y'all. We missed you there for a while. Sorry. Oh God, can't get this thing right. All right, there we go. All right, we are back on track. We are back in the Legos. All right, rants over. My whole point is that I built a system that basically is going to help y'all be and do what you want to do and be. That is the long story short. Check atlbproductions.com to see what I'm actually talking about. Because I'm doing everything from looking for, oh, that's cool. I have something called Grant Choir, which is a service and a tool. Whoa, it just popped out right in front of me. It's a service and a tool that is going to scrub grants for businesses. And I mean, and you know, whatever. If you're into what's it called? Oh, that's cool. Um, 501c3s and all of that stuff too. Like it'll be able to go through and check all that. Like so, it scrubs them, and then it finds things that match with your business. You can put all your business information into it, and then it takes all that, and then it goes and looks for grants that align with you, and it'll write your grant proposal. It'll take all of your financials. Again, if you allow it, then it'll take all that, it'll fill out all the applications for you, and it'll send that stuff out for you. So that's one thing that we're doing. The other thing is the office choir thing that I mentioned. It's a whole bunch of apps. One of them is smart documents. So it's a document is a document. A PDF is kind of like a smart doc, but it's really not a smart doc because it they're kind of like documents are kind of dumb, to be completely honest. And they're kind of a pain in the ass because uh, the way a PDF works and the way a PDF is then like read by computers and everything, it's like it's a picture and then it has data in it. And then it has like text in it, and then it has metadata, which is like even more data. And anyway, at the end of the day, it's just this layered mess, this layered soupy mess of programming and code and just anyway, it's a soupy mess. So the thing that I'm trying to do with this soupy mess is I'm trying to create something that can actually talk from one thing to another thing and be able to connect the dots. Um, and that is essentially what my whole system is going to be doing. So it's everything from documents ingestion. So that's the doc choir thing, and then that then you can use for grant choir, which then will go and look for grants for you. And then we have an SEO agent that goes and checks your websites to see what's wrong with your websites and why they're not pulling for you and why they're not getting your numbers where they why your website's not working essentially. And this is like that is like something like everyone out there is doing right now because it's like the thing to do. Um, so that's just one aspect of it, but it is really important um, because like trying to get trying to figure out, oops, trying to figure out how to get your organization and your website and everything working properly. That's important. That's what gets you, butts in seats for restaurants. It gets the customers through the door for retail locations. Um, it gets visitors to your sites, all of that stuff. So like that SEO stuff, it's still important. It's still real. And that's another thing that I put together too. Um, Another one that I'm working on right now is going to be a reviews, um, uh, basically like for small businesses. It goes and um, for lack of a better term, it'll get rid of all of your bad reviews, except not the bad reviews, the ones that they are obviously you know trying to do you dirty. I had a lot of that with the restaurant. Like no matter what you do, I had we had we had one stupid situation where we had one of our servers write on a ticket, just if you've ever been in the restaurant business, what is that there's a lot there's just a lot to it. That's part one. Part two is that um there's a lot of customers that are just shitheads. There's just no other way to put it. Y'all are shitheads. Um, and and it doesn't matter. Like you are. Like y'all are aware. Like the Karens of the world. Like don't get me wrong. I had Karens. But here's the thing about a Karen. A Karen's correct because she Karen about her Karen. Right? She cares about the thing that she's there to get an experience, and if she doesn't get it, she has something to say about it. I can't actually knock those people because like I kind of agree. I'm a Karen. Like if I'm going to a place and I expect a certain type of service or whatever, then I expect to get it. And if I don't get it, I'm just not happy. I don't know if I'm going to go all out and uh, call the manager and do everything under the sun. But at the same time, that's not to say that I don't want to, right? Like I mean, hell, like I'm here for the experience of the restaurant, of the place, or the retail location, the park, the whatever it is. Like I'm here for it, right? And like if I don't get it, man, I'm just not happy. you know Maybe I'm a elitist douche or something, but like I don't think so. I think that is just kind of how it goes. All right, so check that out. That's pretty cool, huh? And inside there, if you can see that, but it's kind of cool. All right, what's maybe like that? Yeah, let's go like that. Yeah, there we go. Kind of matches, right? Like, all right, all right. We got through with this bag. We're on number five. Number five. Are you alive? Let's make sure we got all the pieces in there this time, though, huh? Yeah, not too bad. All right. Bag number five. So anyway, so all of the websites that I basically created, all of the apps that I created, everything that I created is something that I wish I had when I was running a small business. And it's also something that like I want to use today and going forward in my business. Well, it is my business. Um, to help other people see, reach their goals with this kind of stuff, or with anything really. Like it just what do you want to do, and how do we get there? How do we get you there, right? And my answer to that question is, uh I can look at what you're doing, but like what are the tools? Like what are we using to get there? And for me, I was like, well, that's what I want to figure out. So that's what I did. I built a bunch of tools that essentially will get a person using them to be able to achieve what they want. Um, and what that means, I don't really know because it's going to be something different for everyone. Um, You know, because everybody has different goals and dreams and visions. Got Minnie Mouse here. All right. Oh, I should have moved this out a little bit. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! So yeah, that's you know, we all have different goals, visions, and dreams. So it's like, how do you get it all into one? Like, how do you work all that? And the answer is basically, realize that the goals are the same even though they're painted with different brushes. Okay. So, like we all, oh, this is crazy little flip here. We all are looking for, um, okay, now I'm confused. We're all looking to succeed in the thing that we want to succeed in. Um, and, the, wow, I'm sorry, guys. I just got really confused on how this thing is supposed to actually get put on here. It doesn't make sense. Um, my bad, y'all. I'm feeling a little bit dumb right now. Cause like it doesn't like they don't. What in the hell? What am I not doing right here? Like I am doing something totally wrong here. So that goes like that. Wait a minute. 140, 141. Okay, this is really weird, guys. I'm sorry. Like I'm just not understanding how this all is supposed to work because it's okay, it's lighter one, right? Um and then it's just what you put it on here and this is real weird, y'all. Like I'm supposed to put these clear ones onto the bottom of this, and then number two shows these two, and then this one. But they don't actually stick together. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, got it, 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 got it. Wow, they're clever with their little pieces here. Holy moly. Okay. All right, all right, all right. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. It's actually easy. Whatever, whatever. I'm an idiot. It's cool. It's cool. All right. Okay, so that goes like that, and then this goes like this, like there we go. Finally got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, and then this goes in Yoshmi. Okay. And then we do, is this just another one now? Or no, wait. We could do this. Okay, so it's this thing, and that goes like so. And then that goes like so. Ah, that's clever. Okay, and then that goes like so. And then that and that. Boom, boom. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh wait, which? Oh, wow. So we just don't even do that one this way. I see. 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 Wow. Interesting. Interesting. That's cool. So that's the lenses. That's what was the tricky part here. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty neat. Okay. Whew. Getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Don't worry. We're almost there. Wait. Oh, it just actually spins. How cool. How cool. That's neat. Oh, that's so cool. All right, the rails. We're actually putting the rails on now. Oh my gosh. This actually feels like I'm putting a camera together. This is so crazy. Yeah, so hey, any camera guys out there? Uh FYI, yeah. This feels like you're actually kind of putting a camera together in a weird way. I mean, not even in a weird way. It's just like it just yeah, I'm just putting together a camera right now. Like, I mean, it's not quite like the way that you probably imagine it, but like, that's cool. But yeah, we're building a camera. All right. Sorry, Kitty, didn't mean to wake you up there. All right, where are we? We need one of these and one of those. One of these and one of those. Sorry, I had to stand up for a little while, y'all. My back's starting to get to me. This getting old thing, man. That's for real, bro. That ain't no fun. That ain't no fun. That was another thing. Like, like none of us are getting any younger, and I definitely wanted to do a lot more. Put a bunch more stuff on my bucket list before I, you know, wasn't able to. And I figured like if I don't get something digital going, if I don't get some like AI going, if I don't get like something working with all this new technology and everything, then I'm just going to be like sitting around like an ass. And I just can't have that. I cannot deal with that. That's a no go for me. So I had to get busy with something, and it turned out that this AI thing actually, if you give it some time. Now, granted, I will say this: it is super freaking dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and if you give it all the permissions in the world, and this, that, and the other. Like, there is definitely some bad side effects that could happen. Um, that being said, if you play the game safe enough, then there's some amazing things that can be done. But if you're not really sure, then that's why I'm doing this stuff right now, because I'm trying to figure out for myself how can I help other people do this, and then you know if I can figure this out for myself, I would love to help other people do it for themselves, because that is what I consider freedom. Like that's where it is for me anyway. Um, so that's just kind of like my personal thing too. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this, I guess, for freedom, but also for uh you know for the ability to do something cool for others, because there's something that's so much better about succeeding for others than it is just for succeeding for yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, like success is awesome no matter how you get it. um but if your success comes from helping other people see their successes, I don't know if there is anything better than that, because that's like the ultimate high, is being able to be someone that helps create joy in other people's lives. That is that to me is baller. And that's the kind of thing that I want to go for. Like, that's what I've been trying to go for the whole time. I've never really, I mean, don't get me wrong, a cheeseburger can like make a person's entire life change, but somehow I feel like not quite. Oh, like not quite the thing that I'm looking for. Oh man, how do we do this? This is threes, and they're supposed to. Um, I don't get it. Are we putting them like on the in the edge like that? Is that how that's supposed to be? Like, so we put them into the holes, to the holy holes. Like, so wild. That's neat. So anyway, that's just kind of that's where I'm at, and that's why I built this stuff. That's why I'm doing this stuff. Um, I want to see me get somewhere. I want to see you get somewhere. I want to be able to help people when they need it. Um, and yeah, and I'd like to build Legos because I think Legos are good for the soul. Um, and the reason that I think that is because it forces you to stop for a minute and just build something and make something, right? And all you have to do to succeed here in this is to follow the instructions, um, all the way through. And if you do, you achieve success. And not only that, like I had fun doing it, right? So that's why I like Lego so much, is because they teach you how to succeed. Because imagine like there's two ways to go about Legos. I mean, there's probably more than two ways to go about Legos, but like let's say that there's two major ways to go about doing Legos. One is like I'm doing right now. Follow the instructions. Do the thing, follow them, and you'll essentially get the thing that was on the box, right? So that's all supposed to fill in, and then we flip it, and then do one round of these. Okay. So I mean, essentially, so if you just do that, um, then you can learn how to succeed. All right. And here's the beauty: even if you don't know how to read, it has pictures, and it teaches succession, like how to do something one step at a time, from one to another to another. That's why these things. This is why I believe these things are so amazing as tools, or I mean as tools. I grew up on with these things, so like for me it's almost natural to always have some Legos around, uh, for just this purpose. Now another side of this is also you can just take everything, put it all out on the table, and just start making your own stuff, essentially being creative in your own way, however you want to. Well, that's funny. It doesn't actually fit any of the other ones except for the big one. That's fine. That's fine. That's funny because the other ones don't. It doesn't quite line up with the rest of them. Okay, so then I think that's it for that. Yep, and then we just put these on. Yep, put the safeties on. It's funny. Little safeties here. They just want them at the ends. Yeah, that's fine. That way you can actually move it. And do a little bit of a. Yeah, it looks cool. Okay. All right, so there's that part. All right, moving on. All right, so all right. Oh my gosh, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're almost there. We're almost there. Um. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, okay, that's why. All right. So anyway, I encourage you all to take a look at my sites and all of the stuff that I'm doing. If you're interested in getting behind any of it, trying to learn any of it, wanting to kind of branch your stuff out, get into this whole thing, if you just want to talk to someone about it that you actually know and ask some dumb questions where you won't necessarily feel stupid or whatever. And I still don't, yeah, I never worry about that. I always feel stupid. I just go with it. Just like, I don't know, I don't like being the smartest guy in the room, like because then everybody turns to you and everything, and it's a whole thing. um, but if you're not the smartest guy in the room, then like no one really like asks you any questions. But you get to learn so much. Oh, listen for the click. Huh, that's funny. Okay, and then just put it there like so. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, cow. All right. Um, so I don't know. Like I like to, well, I guess I just like to do things the way that I like to do things, and that's my way. And I don't know how many people are out there like that, but I have a feeling that there's quite a lot that would just rather do things their own way because that's the way that it fits for them. And have the world or the systems that you operate in work around you instead of against you. Um, like, I don't know. That's just kind of like I've always had this thing where I wanted to, I don't know. Have things work. I don't know, like, and then have things be like in harmony. But like the world doesn't necessarily always dig that, right? Like the world has its own way of operating, um, and its own way of like going through things, which I don't know. There's sometimes good, sometimes bad. Um, I don't know if we'll ever figure out the exact perfect, great way, excuse me, of doing things. It's interesting. It just kind of floats there. Oh wait, oh no, they want you to put it on the centerpiece. Like so, right? Oh yeah, because then we're gonna be tiling all this up like all nice and pretty. Like, oh, I see, I get it. So anyway, I'm just kind of I'm kind of in the boat that says, we're on this planet once. We get one chance to make our decisions, and like you have willpower uh, to make the choices that you have, and you know all we really have is that. Crazy enough as that sounds, like that's really it. So we have to make our decision like on that one thing, that one time, and hope that all of that is all right. So I don't know. That's just that to me is that is crazy talk. I mean, maybe it's not crazy talk, obviously, but like it just I don't know, man. It just sounds crazy. Shit sounds crazy to me. Okay, so this is on, but like now it's loose. What does that mean? Oh, whoa. Holy moly. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool, man. Okay. And then that goes down like that. Okay. And then And then that goes, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, we have to close that up though, huh? Oh, that goes in there. How cool. Oh, wait. Oh, that means you have to turn it though, like, right? To open it, you have to turn it. Oh, that's wild though. That's cool. All right, so we put the viewfinder in. That's cool, right? So this goes up and down, and then you have to turn it, and then you can open the door because otherwise it'll, like, be in the way or whatever. But that's pretty neat. Okay. All right, we're getting close here. We're getting close here. Oh, it has having me open the film reel. Here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this is neat. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's a bunch of the Disney frames. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, so so I have to take this out, and then I have to open bag 6. I am missing. There's 4 of those. Wait a minute. That seems like a lot of those. Ah, man, I totally botched that up. Wow. Totally missed 4 things. Wow. Wait, but wait. Can they just no, they can't fit just like that. Okay. Well, whatever. Well, it's funny because, like, that, like, says it all right there, right? Like, missed it. All right. Now we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Didn't notice it until the end. Put it back together again. Now it's all fixed. It's all working. Yay, yay, yay. Now, what's funny about that is, like, you don't actually know it, but movies are totally made like that, or at least they were. I don't know what movies are like now anymore. Like, it's a whole new world out there. But when I was working in the movies, that was a lot of how it was. Um, and like, yeah, you have this plan and you're working on it, but then, like, dude, the plan just always goes sideways. It always goes sideways. And so you can never really quite get it just right. All right. So, speaking of which, here we are now. Let's get the film reels where they're supposed to be. All right. So, what do we do here? Oh, so we put them there. Okay. So, is that what we're supposed to do? Is this the idea is to. Okay. And then it goes around the camera and comes down. Wait a minute. It's supposed to come down like so. Oh, yeah, to this one. Okay. All right, we got that on. Now one more. All right. There's the film reel now. It's a little bit, like, I did it a little bit tighter than it's supposed to because it's a little bit trickier down there. But anyway, there it is. I might switch that later, but there's the film reel. Okay. See, this says that it's supposed to, like, they want you to do it like this. Okay, maybe that is better. Yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. All right, woo, jazz hands. All right, we're gonna get the last of this done real quick now because I am really getting tired. So, anyway, it's been a long, long video, and I hope that some of you out there have seen it. I hope some of you out there will join me on this adventure, on this next adventure, and that we can actually hang out and do some cool stuff. Because I would love to help you see, to find your dreams, um, and if I can, if I can help you with my stuff, I would be over the moon. um, because then that would just mean that, like, it all came together. It all came together for what it's supposed to, and it's all working, and that would be just so freaking cool. So anyway, so that's my hope. I hope to see you all out there. I hope to join you in your endeavors to make your world amazing. Um, and Yeah, I mean, we are all here but for a moment. Um, so it would be really cool to hang out for a little bit with y'all and do some neat things, which would be, that would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool, man. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? I don't know if you guys remember him, but know what I mean? All right. Pal, what do we put in there? We put one of these. Yeah, we do. All right. So that's looking like that. Then we do one of these. And then put that through here. Okay, and then we're gonna build another one of these real quick, like. How the heck did I just? Okay, yeah. So we can do it from the outside in, inside out. No matter. All right. Chapow, chapow, chapow. Man, this is wild. This is all coming together right here at the end. This is so cool. All right, yep. All right, then these. So thank you for spending your time, your Sunday with me. If you're still here, if you've been here the whole time, I will be checking the logs and all the whatever the captions or whatever. So I will. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I missed one here. Yep, I did. Okay, that one and then this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then these. And then this. Da, da, da. All right. So now we take this guy and put him in. That's pretty neat. Put him in like so. All right. Oh. This is neat. This is. Oh, hey now. All right, so here's the reels. They're coming together. All right, and I think that we're about to do the last little bit of it here. So let's see here. This gets that. Okay, this gets this, and then that, and then that. And a couple of these bad boys. That goes to there. All right. All right. Yep. Boom. 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 Huh. What a weird little piece to make a one. That is wild. All right. And then on the back we go. So yeah, that's a one. And they made a one. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, duh. All right. And then pink, pink. Uh, two little hands. Boom. And boom. And then these just hit that. These bad boys. And then we are at 100. And there it is. There's a 100. And then that's going to go right on top there, I believe. Yep. And that's it, y'all. That's it. And we got Bambi and Dumbo and the camera. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I am so excited for the next chapter here. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing next is going to be a lot more with AI. It's going to be a lot more with my system and going through pretty much what I'm going to be doing and explaining all of that stuff. Like I said, a lot of it is really, really cool business stuff. There's grants, business, office stuff, SEO stuff for your websites. All of this is on the website already. The acquire system in general, that's the full system suite. That's basically just it taking everything and doing it what you need for it. Now, those are quite considerable services, but there's a list of different stuff that I created at different price points and things like that that we can do. Um, but I'm going to be going through all of this, so you'll actually be able to see how this all works and everything. So season one of Ralph Takes or Breaks the Internet is done. We have finished season one. This is the interlude, which lasted longer than any of the stuff so far. But I just wanted to use this to create a little bit of a chill environment and go through stuff and have some time to talk. I went over a lot of stuff. I'll shorten all this stuff down into actual videos, into you know digestible pieces. Um, but yeah, again, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, give me a friend, give me a like, give me a, smash that bell for alerts, smash the like button on all of this, all the social medias. I'll be on TikTok soon enough. I mean, I have the accounts. I'm still putting it all together. But anyway, there's the camera. Pretty cool stuff. It's finished. 100%, 100. 100%. That's how we finish stuff, regardless of how long it takes. So, all right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I am signing off. Y'all get out of here. Goodbye. Love you all. Take care. Sign up, subscribe, give me a like. And hey, I wouldn't mind seeing you on my websites. Let's chat. All right. See you, everyone. Ah, nobody actually hung out the whole time. Okay. I'm not done yet, by the way. So we're still finishing here. All right, everyone. Well, there's the end of that, and the live videos and everything. And now we are coming to the end of this video. And so now we are ending the stream. Thank you for your time, and see you on the